Out! What the? On your six. Stop right now. Change your max.
Alright, Game Changers, welcome back to another video here today. What you guys saw in that intro clip was straight up robbery. I got robbed of a kill.
You're goddamn right.
This is what you call EOMM, Engagement Optimized Matchmaking. I know you guys have all heard of skill-based matchmaking, SBMM, but EOMM, tagged along with skill-based matchmaking, has been a nightmare for some players more than others and makes it so unfair for people by manipulating their gameplay. Activision, how are you going to implement a system that punishes players like this?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
On top of that, I've been hearing that players are experiencing skill-based audio now too. Can you believe that? Skill-based audio now, Activision? Some claim that all of these things that COD players are experiencing are conspiracy theories, or better yet, a skill issue, but after experiencing them myself, I'm tending to believe it.
God have mercy upon us.
Now, I wish I was bringing you some multiplayer gameplay to watch in the background, but my goodness, let me tell you guys one thing. I have been trying to get some gameplay that was at least halfway decent to upload, but I just couldn't do it. If you wanted to see some very mid to poor gameplay, that was the only thing that I could record, and I was just dying over and over again and getting a negative KD, and I'm sure that is not something that would have been appealing to watch in the background. So I definitely tried to get some multiplayer gameplay for this video, but I couldn't. So instead, you're watching some Warzone gameplay where I actually caught a dub. So that is a good thing. At least it's a lot slower than multiplayer, but it's a lot better than watching a person die over and over or seeing some very mediocre gameplay. Now, I gotta admit that in the thick skill-based matchmaking era of Call of Duty now, I feel sometimes like a complete and utter noob. And even more so when Activision essentially rigs these gunfights and audio now. Players are even saying that they can barely hear footsteps on their main account, but when they play on their low stat account, they can hear footsteps and pinpoint exactly where the enemies are coming from.
Bruh.
Now, I don't have that time and test this out, but honestly, I believe these people. People are forgetting that Activision, on top of being greedy, are so sus in how they operate their matchmaking. Because remember that patent that was discovered that nerfs and buffs you in real time? That was actually something that they paid, bought, and use actively in the game.
I'm tired of suffering.
Now, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy this game when the game works, but there are things like this that really frustrate a player, especially when they are doing well. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. Honestly, it shouldn't even be a thing in the first place, because back in the day, in the older Call of Duties, the golden era of Call of Duty games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 days, we didn't have this problem. There also wasn't skill-based matchmaking, or even if there was, it was toned down where we didn't even feel it. We had mixed lobbies, and it was freaking great. Man, I miss those days of Call of Duty. Now it seems like a dang competition every match. There are some lobbies that I feel like I'm in a tournament and I have to play super defensive because the moment I try to rush or move, I'm shot at from 5 different locations or directions. And it honestly gets so frustrating. Essentially, matches are custom tailored to keep players in the game as long as possible instead of solely relying on players' skills. EOMM will study a player's average play session time, what time of day they play, their weapons of choice and strategies, and even their microtransactions. Will this player be more likely to buy a weapon skin if they see it being used by a better player in a match? Will they rage quit and stop playing for a few days if certain things happen in a match? I mean, I know how it sounds crazy, and I know there are those that still don't believe it and call it a conspiracy theory, but it's not coming from just one person. multiple people are experiencing this, and my own personal experience allows me to speak to it. But are any of you guys experiencing this as well? Let me know exactly what you've experienced, whether it's the matchmaking manipulation part or even the skill-based audio. Let me know all of that down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell to be notified every single time I upload a video. Now with that being said, this is GCP signing off.